Tell me, what can we see from here in terms of wildlife?
It's just magic. You on the top of a rise, and you've got fantastic 360-degree view, and you've got elephants over here with 3 rhinos, 2 adults and a young, reticulated giraffe in the distance over there, Grevy zebra and Birchall zebra are up ahead, Thompson's gazelles and Grant's gazelles and more zebra. It's just magic. It's Eden.
But this Eden is being threatened by a recent upsurge in poaching, which, fueled by the internet, is now a business worth over $7 billion globally a year. Only last month, a 17-year-old male rhino was killed here.
The biggest expense for this conservancy is the security. We're probably talking in the hundreds of rangers, radio equipment, repeater masts, an aeroplane, huge electric fence that's protecting 60,000 acres that needs to be maintained.
I suppose the danger is that it's so expensive that some conservancies, it just won't be sustainable for them.
That's exactly right. I mean, recently a conservancy in the western part of Laikipia decided to give up its rhinos and translocated them and pull down the electric fence because it was just costing them too much.
In the 1970s, there were 20,000 black rhinos in Kenya. Now there are around 600. The Ol Pejeta Conservancy in Laikipia is the largest black rhino sanctuary in East Africa. It's also home to 4 of the last 7 northern white rhinos in the world. The demand from Asia for rhino horn for so-called medicinal reasons has devastated the rhino population here.
In Kenya, the figures quoted of $65,000, per piece of horn, which is, if you look at that, the incentive is just too high for, getting people involved.
And that's just the dilemma. How to convince local people in a country where most people live on less than $1 a day that the animals they live amongst are worth conserving.
Common zebra and Grevy zebra. You can see the stripes of the Grevy zebra are a little bit thinner.
Which is why these locals, many of whom have never seen wildlife up close despite living just a few miles away, have been invited to Ol Pejeta today.
Most people don't have an opportunity to go there. So what do they think? That it's just tourists who have the privilege of seeing such animals. So to them, they feel left out. They have nothing, they have no attachment to protecting wildlife.
38-year-old Isa has come to see his first rhino. So today's the day. And finally, the chance to meet Baraka, the blind black rhino.
Actually, I thought it is a very small animal, but I've come to realize that it is an enormous one, a huge one. And actually, I'm very happy even to see it. And it's wow. Yeah, it's wonderful.
It was my first time to see the rhino, and I didn't thought it was so big, so huge.
Man meets rhino for the first time and enjoys it. This encounter may have been the tiniest of steps in connecting the local community to the animals here, but changing attitudes in Kenya is seen as vital for the future of the country's wildlife.